All right, so we're gonna start out with rolling out the arches. You're gonna take a little cross ball, put it on the floor, and you're gonna roll out the bottom of your foot, trying to apply as much pressure as possible into that arch of the foot. Try to find the spots that hurt the most or are the most tender. As you can see here, as I push my weight down on the ball, my toes are curling over the ball and I'm not lifting my toes up. That's going to ensure that the arch is relaxed. So this is kettlebell tempering of the quad. You're going to take a kettlebell anywhere between 25 and 65 pounds. This is a 35 pounder right here. And you're just rolling up and down the quad, trying to find the tender spots, the area of the quad that hurt the most. And you want to spend the most time there. And again, we're just rolling up nice and slow up and down the quad. Don't just spend time in the middle. You can go off to the side, whether that's on the medial side or the lateral side. Here's the core engaged dead bug. I have a band tied around the post. I'm pulling that band over my chest with lots of tension on the band. I'm pushing my low back into the ground, trying to crunch my rib cage down as much as I can. As I extend my leg out, I'm gonna exhale like I'm trying to blow up a balloon through my mouth. So I'm gonna inhale when the legs are up, big exhale as I extend my legs out. Here's the Bulgarian hold. I'm gonna set up with my foot on top of a bench. As you can see, my foot, I'm pushing down into the bench. I'm extending my hips forward. I'm trying to contract the glute of the side that I'm stretching, and I'm reaching up for the ceiling. Now, while I'm holding this position, the leg that's out in the front, so in this case, the right leg, I'm trying to drag my heel close to the pad, creating an isometric contraction of the hamstring. All three of these things together should create a big stretch in the quad and the hip flexor. Now, as I set up, I don't raise my hand up right away. I contract my abs. I push my foot down into the bench. I contract my glute, and I'm activating my hamstring. All these together are going to create an environment that isolates the hip flexor and the quad. Here's a single leg bridge with a foot on the band. The band's going to be set up right around like knee height. You're driving your heel into the band aggressively and forcing your hips up into extension. That's going to cause a lot of contraction in the hamstring and the glutes. Here's a banded TKE. I'm going to set the band up right behind my knee. I'm going to have my back leg behind me, almost like I'm in a split squat. I'm going to have most of my weight on the leg that I'm working for the TKE. I'm going to allow my knee to go past my toe and my heel to lift up. In that position, you should feel a decent amount of pressure and tension in the knee. That's okay as long as you can handle it. And then you're going to extend the knee and squeeze the quad as much as you can. Here's a split stance squat iso hold. We're going to set up into like a lunge position. While I'm in this position, my abs are tight. I'm trying to drag my front foot towards my back foot, and at the same time, I'm trying to drag my back foot towards my front foot. What that's going to do is create an environment that's contracting the hamstring hard and creating a hip flexor stretch in the back leg. Here's a band-assisted split stance squat. This is a great way to just get more blood flow into that knee, into that patellar tendon with assistance, so it's not as much load on the knees. And we're essentially warming you up, getting you ready to load that knee safely. So the band's going to unload your weight in the bottom so you can handle that bottom position better. So here's a forward and backward band resisted walk. This is going to help to get blood flow into that knee area, into that patellar tendon. As you're walking backwards, you're contracting that quad and really working the knee. And as you go forward, you're trying to decelerate your body. So you're decelerating your weight. This is a great way to work on that deceleration in small loads. It's not intense, so it's a great way to actually warm your knee up and warm your patellar tendon up. Just make sure you're under control the whole time. Whether it's walking backwards or forwards, you're controlling your weight the whole time.